till the sunrise. Now we barely say goodnight. Your eyes don't even find mine. We just pass each other by. There ain't no broken glasses, no screaming in the rain, just silence getting louder every single day. I kept holding on to what we used to be, but love don't disappear at once. It slips out quietly. You didn't lose me in a moment, didn't cause the moment, didn't crash, didn't burn, didn't crash, didn't burn. Just 1,000 little distances where you never turn. Now I'm standing in the shadow, I'm stuck in the shadow of what we used to be, of what we used to be. You didn't break my heart wide open, break my heart wide open. You just slowly lost me. I learned to read the silence like a language we both knew. Every pause between your words told me what you wouldn't do. I gave you all my pieces, you held them like they're dust. Somewhere in the quiet, we forgot about us. I was fading out right in front of you, but love ain't loud when it's dying. It just stops being true. You didn't lose me in a moment, didn't lose me in a moment. No fire in the dark, used in the dark. Just a slow and steady drifting, slow and steady drifting, somewhere far apart. Now there's nothing left to hold on, no, nothing left to hold on. No reason left to stay, no reason left to stay. You didn't tear my world to pieces, tear my world to pieces. You just let it fade. I forgot the sound of my own voice trying to keep you near. Turn myself into your silence just to make you hear, but you never did. No, you never did. You didn't lose me in a moment, didn't lose me in a moment. Didn't fight, didn't bleed, didn't bruise, didn't bleed. Just a slow unspoken leaving, no unspoken leaving. You stopped choosing me. Now I'm walking out used to talk like strangers, couldn't hear us through the wall. Now we barely touch the surface, barely talk at all. Your eyes drift past me slowly, like I'm not even there. And I'm left holding questions, hanging in the air. No door slammed in anger, no words we can't undo, just a space that keeps on growing between me and you. I kept telling myself it's just a phase we're going through, but love don't fall apart in storms, it fades out of the blue. You found some quiet ways to leave me, didn't even make a sound, just 1,000 little moments where you weren't around. Now I'm standing in the echo of what we used to be. You didn't break my heart in pieces, you just disappeared from me. I learned to hear the silence, like a truth I couldn't face. Every pause inside your voice, every look you wouldn't place. I gave you all my colors, you watched them fade to gray. Somewhere in the in-between, we slowly slipped away. I was right beside you, but you couldn't see, 'cause love don't end in chaos, it forgets what it used to be. You found some quiet ways to leave me, no fire in your eyes, just a slow and steady distance, hidden in disguise. Now there's nothing left to hold here, no reason left to stay. You didn't tear my world apart, you just let it drift away. I lost the sound of who I was, trying to keep you near, turned into your silence, hoping you would hear, but you never did. No, you never did. You found some quiet ways to leave me, didn't fight, didn't bleed, just a slow unspoken ending. You stopped choosing me. Now I'm walking in the daylight, finally I can breathe. You didn't break my heart wide open, you just quietly let me in. Some love don't fall apart, it fades out in the dark. used to feel you in the room before you even said a word. Now it's like a broken frequency, nothing's coming through unheard. We sit inside the same space, but something don't connect, like a wire's been cut between us, with no sign of what we lost yet. I kept turning up the volume, hoping something would come back, but love don't always disappear, it just fades into the black. There's no signal anymore, no transmission in your eyes, just a quiet kind of distance you don't even try to hide. Now I'm talking to the silence where your voice used to be. You didn't walk away from me, you just stopped reaching me. I memorize the static in the pauses when you speak, every second getting longer, every answer getting weak. I try to keep the current running through the wire, but something in between us lost the will to carry fire. Kept holding on to something already gone. There's no signal anymore. Didn't break, didn't fall, just a slow and steady fading till there's nothing there at all. Now I'm walking through the silence, learning how to be free. You didn't leave me all at once, you just stopped receiving me. Some love don't crash or burn, it just stops returning. used to move in rhythm, like a song we never planned. Now every step feels different, like we don't quite understand. You pause before you answer, like you're somewhere else instead. And every word you're holding says more than what you said. I kept trying to adjust, find the place where we still fit, but something shifted underneath, and we never noticed it. We fell out of alignment, didn't notice when it changed. No moment you could point to, just a feeling rearranged. Now I'm standing in the balance, trying not to break apart. You didn't tear me into pieces, you just moved away at heart. I started seeing patterns that I couldn't quite explain. Every time I reached for you, it didn't land the same. I gave you all my presence, you gave me passing time. Somewhere in the middle, we slipped out of the same line. I was trying to correct it, you were letting it drift wide, 'cause love don't always fall apart, sometimes it just divides. We fell out of alignment, like a truth we couldn't hold. No silence left between us, just a distance growing cold. Now I'm calling through the difference, but it don't come back to me. You didn't break what we had built, you just changed the frequency. I don't know the second when the balance tipped away, just felt the weight shift slowly till it couldn't stay. And I kept leaning in while you leaned away. We fell out of alignment, didn't crash, didn't burn, just a slow and quiet turning at every unseen turn. Now I'm stepping out the pattern, learning how to start. You didn't leave me in a moment, you just drifted out of heart. Yeah, some things don't fall apart, they just stop where they start. You should know the direction without asking where to go. Every step felt like a map line we could follow in the dark alone. Now the signs don't point to nowhere, and the roads don't feel the same. I keep tracing old reflections, but they don't lead back your way. I kept thinking we were steady, like a line that wouldn't bend, but something shifted in the distance. Now I can't tell where it ends. We lost all our coordinates, somewhere we can't retrace. No sudden turn to market, just a slow race pace. Now I'm standing with no compass, spinning quietly between. You didn't pull away from me, you just disappeared from the scene. I remember how you held me, like you knew just where I'd be. Now your hands feel unfamiliar, like they're reaching past through me. Every word is slightly offbeat, every silence out of place, like we're speaking different languages in the same familiar space. I was trying to realign it, find the path we used to trust, but love don't always break apart. Sometimes it loses us. We lost all our coordinates, no direction left to choose, just a drifting kind of motion with nothing left to lose. Now I'm calling through the distance, but it fades before it's heard. It didn't shatter what we built. You just let it blur. I don't know the exact moment when the lines all slipped away. Just felt the ground beneath us start to slowly misplace, and I kept looking for signs that never reappear. We lost all our coordinates, didn't crash, didn't fall, just a quiet misdirection that unraveled it all. Now I'm walking out the unknown, learning how to be unseen. You didn't end it with a reason, you just left it in between. Yeah, yeah. Some roads don't break apart, they just stop leading anywhere. There's a chair you never sit in, even when you're right here, like a part of you is missing, though your body's still near. Conversations keep on moving, but they don't land the same. Every answer feels rehearsed now, like you're stepping around my name. I kept trying to ignore it, like it might just pass us by. But something in the atmosphere wouldn't let it slide. It's the space you left unfilled that's pulling me apart. Not a word or single moment, just a hollow in your heart. Now I'm reaching through the distance that I never got to see. You didn't walk away from love, and you just stopped, including me. I remember how you noticed every little shift in me. Now I could disappear beside you, and you wouldn't even see. I tried changing up the rhythm, tried to meet you where you stand, but every time I got closer, you slipped right out my hands. I was holding on to presents you were letting pieces go, 'cause love don't always vanish loud, sometimes it moves slow. It's the space you left unfilled that keeps widening inside. No sharp edge to define it, just something we can't hide. Now I'm calling out for something that won't answer back to me. You didn't break what we had built, you just changed its gravity. I don't know the exact second when it started coming through, just felt the room get larger between me and you, and I kept stepping forward while you faded from view. It's the space you left unfilled that finally made me see. Not everything that disappears needs a reason to be. Now I'm walking out the silence, finding what I need. You didn't end it with a moment, you just stopped choosing me. Yeah. Some things don't fall apart, they just never get completed. You used to trace the lines in my hands like you were reading something true. Now your eyes just pass right through me like I'm someone you once knew. There ain't no slam doors, no broken glass, no words we can take back, just empty space where we used to lean in silence, turning black. I kept waiting for a storm to come, something loud enough to blame, but all we had was quiet drifting and a slowly fading flame. We didn't crash, we just wore thin like colors left out in the sun. No final scene, no last goodbye, just two hearts coming undone. You let me started talking to the ceiling, 'cause you stopped listening to me. Every word fell in between us like it didn't wanna be. I bent myself to fit your distance, shrank down to stay inside. Somewhere in that slow race, and I lost what I couldn't hide. No, you never crossed the line. You just stopped showing up. And every almost, every maybe was already more than enough. We didn't crash, we just wore thin like colors left out in the sun. No final scene, no last goodbye, just two hearts coming undone. You let me slip without a sound, didn't notice what was gone. Now I'm standing in the echo of a love that lingered too long. I kept holding on to shadows, thinking they were still you. But shadows don't hold anything, no matter what you do. So I stepped out of the quiet, let the stillness fall apart. Ain't no anger left between us, just the absence in my heart. We didn't break, we just dissolved like words you never say. No need for tears or bitter lines, we already slipped away. You let me fade into the walls where your love used to belong. Now I'm walking out the silence before it drags me along. Yeah. We used to stay up talking, now we don't say much at all. Your voice feels like an echo fading down an empty hall. No slam doors between us, no words we can't take back, just a space that keeps on growing in the silence that we lack. I kept holding on to something already gone, 'cause love don't break like thunder, it just slowly comes undone. You didn't leave me all at once, no fire, no goodbye, just 1,000 little moments where you passed me by. Now I'm standing You just disappeared from me. I memorize your distance like a map I couldn't change. Every look you never gave me, every step you rearranged. I gave you all my colors, you let them fade to gray. Somewhere in between the lines, we slowly slipped away. I was right there, but you couldn't see. 'Cause love don't end in chaos, it just forgets to be. You didn't leave me all at once. No crash, no broken sound, just a slow and quiet drifting till there's nothing left around. Now there's nothing left to hold here, no reason left to stay. You didn't tear my world apart, you just let it fade away. I lost myself in your silence, trying to keep you close. Turned into someone I don't know, just to need you most. But you never heard me call. No, you never heard me call. You didn't leave me all at once, didn't fight, didn't bleed, just a quiet kind of leaving. You stopped choosing me. Now I'm walking into daylight. Finally I can breathe. Didn't break my heart wide open, you just slowly stop loving me. Yeah. Some hearts don't break loud, they fade without a sound. We don't argue like we used to, we don't even raise our voice, just a quiet kind of distance, like we forgot how to feel a choice. You sit right across the table, but it feels a mile away, and every word between us got less and less to say. I kept telling myself we just needed time, but love don't always break apart. Sometimes it just don't wind. You were still here but gone already, long before I knew. No storm, no shattered pieces, just something we outgrew. Now I'm reaching through Started noticing the changes in the way you said my name, like it didn't carry meaning, like it didn't feel the same. I gave you all my patience, you gave me empty space. Somewhere in the stillness we both lost our place. I was holding on to something fading thin, 'cause love don't end in loud goodbyes. It just stops letting you in. You were still here, but gone already. No fire left to fight, just a slow and steady drifting out of love and out of sight. Now there's nothing left between us, no reason left to try. You didn't tear my world to pieces, you just let it pass me by. I barely recognize the person I became, trying to hold together something you wouldn't name it. And I kept calling out, but you never stayed. You were still here, but gone already. Didn't leave, didn't run, just a quiet kind of ending before it was done. Now I'm walking through the daylight, finally set free. You didn't break my heart wide open, you just slowly stopped loving me. Yeah, yeah. Some love don't fall apart. It just disappears in the dark. There's a lamp still on between us, but it don't light up the space. Shadows moving on the walls now, where I used to see your face. We don't reach across the silence like we did not long ago. Now we're sitting in the same place, but there's nothing left to show. I kept waiting for a spark in the middle of the dark, but love don't always burn out fast, it just falls apart in parts. We're living in a half-lit room where nothing's fully gone, but nothing's really holding on to what we built upon. Now I'm staring at the outlines of who we used to be. You didn't walk away from me, you just stopped seeing me. I started noticing the distance in the spaces of your tone. Every word felt disconnected, like it wasn't coming home. I tried to fill the empty with pieces of the past, but something in the quiet wasn't built to last. I was reaching through the dim light, you were fading out of view. 'Cause love don't always leave you loud, sometimes it just unchooses you. We're living in a half-lit room where shadows take their place, where every small emotion slowly loses shape. Now I'm calling through the silence, but it don't reach you anymore. You didn't break my heart in pieces, you just closed the door. I don't remember when it shifted, oh, when the feeling changed. Just woke up in a moment where nothing felt the same, and I kept standing still while you just slipped away. Didn't crash, just a slow and quiet fading of everything we had. Now I'm stepping out the doorway into something I can see. You didn't leave me all at once, you just disappeared from me. Yeah, some love don't turn to dust, it just fades out of us. There's a heaviness between us, but it never makes a sound, like something left unspoken, still managed to weigh us down. You move like nothing's changed here, like everything's the same, but I can feel the difference, even when you say my name. I kept trying to ignore it, pretend it wasn't real, but love don't always show itself in something you can feel. It's the weight of what you don't say, it's pulling me away. Not a word to break the silence, just the absence where it stays. Now I'm standing in the pressure of what we never speak. You didn't leave me all at once, you just made me incomplete. I started catching moments where your eyes would turn aside, like there was something missing that you never tried to find. I gave you all my presents. You held it without hope. Somewhere in the quiet, everything went cold. I was trying to release it, you were letting it remain. 'Cause love don't always disappear, it lingers in the strain. It's the weight of what you don't say that's breaking us apart. Not a single line of damage, just a shift inside the heart. Now I'm reaching through the pressure, but it slips right out of me. You didn't tear our world to pieces, you just changed its gravity. I don't know when it's settled or when it filled the space. Just felt it getting heavier in every empty place. And I kept trying to while it held me in place. It's the weight of what you don't say. Didn't fall, didn't crash, just a slow accumulation of everything we lack. Now I'm stepping out from under what we couldn't release. You didn't end it with the moment, you just never gave me peace. Yeah, some things don't break apart, they just stay too heavy to hold. We built something out of moments, never said what it became, just assumed it would keep going without needing it explained. Now I'm reading through the spaces where your meaning used to live. Every pause feels like an answer to the things you didn't give. I kept tracing every detail, trying to understand how something once so natural slipped out of our hands. Somewhere between the lines we drew, it started coming loose. Not a single point of breaking, just the truth we didn't choose. I'm standing in the margin where your presence used to stay. You didn't say you were leaving, you just stopped finding your way. remember how you listened, like every word had weight. Now it feels like I'm just speaking to a version running late. Every glance is slightly distant, every touch don't quite connect. Like we're acting out of memory we no longer can pretend. Oh, I was holding on a meaning, you were letting it dissolve. 'Cause love don't always end in chaos, sometimes it just evolves. Somewhere between the lines we drew, we lost what made it clear. No sharp edge to define it, just a shift we couldn't hear. Now I'm searching through the outline of a shape that used to be. You didn't break what we created, you just changed the way you see. I don't know the exact second when the meaning slipped away, just felt the story thinning with less and less to say. And I kept filling in what you erased in gray. Somewhere between the lines we drew, everything rewrote itself. Not a moment of collapsing, just a quiet loss of depth. Now I'm stepping out the margins, letting what we were release. You didn't end it with a reason, you just edited me out piece by piece, yeah. Some stories don't fall apart, they just lose the words that held them. There was something in the way you used to lean into my side, like the world could keep on turning and we still be aligned. Now your touch feels like a question that don't know what it means, like you're reaching out a habit, not for anything between. I kept trying to believe it was just something passing through, but something in the air had shifted in a way I couldn't move. There's a place inside your arms where the feeling used to live. Now it's empty in a quiet way that I can't forget. I'm still standing in the outline of what we used to be. You didn't walk away from loving, you just lost a part of me. I remember how you noticed every change within my tone. Now I could say I'm breaking and you still just let it go. Every moment feels suspended, like it's missing something real. We're still moving through the motions without knowing what we feel. I was holding on to something you had already let go. there's a place inside your arms. I can't stand inside no more. Not because it turned to nothing, but it's not what it was for. Now I'm stepping out the shadow of a love that couldn't stay. You didn't leave me in a moment, you just let it fade away. Yeah, yeah. Some things don't disappear, they just stop feeling like